First Chronicles 23, this whole thing about this huge temple that David planned and Solomon built is slightly suspect, because God had said to start with, I don't want you to build me a house, don't do it. I'll build you a house in the sense of a family, but no, David and Solomon push on with this massive project. And Solomon offers thousands of sacrifices when it's built on the altar to dedicate it, and God says, in fact, through David, as well as through Micah and Isaiah, I don't want thousands of sacrifices. I'm not pleased with them. I want a humble and broken heart. The whole thing seems a bit religious and forced through. Well, here, the Levites are numbered 38,000. And they agree that 24,000 will be overseers and 6,000 will be officers and judges. So most of them are actually overseers. Well, as very often in the life of Solomon, he goes against the very things he says in the book of Proverbs that God gave him by God's wisdom. For example, don't marry Gentile women. Well, he did, didn't he? Big time. And here I think the verse to bear in mind is Proverbs 6, where Solomon says by God's wisdom, look at the ants. They have no guide, overseer or ruler, but they zealously get on with what needs to be done. Here, these are the same words. That him and David set up this system where nearly every one of the Levites, who are supposed to be the servants, are all overseers and rulers. Same Hebrew words. The idea is, and this was a problem for Israel at this point, and it's a problem for us in the body of Christ, don't wait to be asked to do something. Don't need an overseer over you that says, hey, you need to do this, it's your turn to do that. Serve God. If you love God, you will serve God on your own initiative. And the need is the call. The need is the call. You see human need. You see the need of your brothers and sisters. That of itself is the call. You do not need an overseer to tell you to do this, let alone thousands of them. Now, this being self-motivated and self-initiated is difficult for human beings to accept, because we're social creatures. And that's why Solomon says, by God's wisdom, although he doesn't apparently take it seriously himself, look at the ants. Look at them, how zealous they are. There's no boss over them. Be like them.